Hi guys, dreaming about IIT, thinking about joint entrance examination, thinking how to clear it, right? But sometimes we think over, right? I mean, kind of overthinking, correct? Due to which we end up in many problems, and especially in case of joint entrance examination. So, for all the problems, especially in case of joint entrance examination, I have some solution related to at least one subject for you guys. I'm talking about none other than my favorite subject, which is maths. That's a very good subject to score on in case of JEE as well as JEE Advanced section. So, without any delays, let's get started. And in this roadmap, whatever which I'll be sharing out with you guys, I have made a detailed analysis of how, what are the things which are required for you to prepare thoroughly the pre-basics, basics, and as well as the chapters which we are supposed to complete it out, right? At a specific duration of time, and how many mock tests we should take it out, how many actual test environment we should create it out in ourselves, because what happens is major student makes mistake in just learning the concepts and just applying it out normally in the mock test and all, but they actually don't get that test environment. There are many people who knows the concept, but they actually can't solve the problems at the time of entrance examination because of the kind of pressure and other kind of fear which they will be having it out, right? So without any delays, let's get started. I will share my roadmap now. So here we'll see it out, the roadmap, right, which I prepared it out. Since the current year is 2026, so I'm just thinking it out like, okay, well, whoever the aspirants is there, I mean, the future aspirants, I mean, for JEE who is about to give, for maths especially, 2027 and 2028, till that period of time, and also in 2026 as well, what sort of steps we can follow it out, right? Because whoever is actually about to go in 11th class, or yeah, I mean, in south side, maybe the PU side, right? So we'll be starting our preparation generally in 2026 only, because then 11th and 2027 12th, and 2028 around that, or within a span of 2 years, right? What sort of things which we can follow it out? It is applicable to anyone, and anyways, nowadays entrance examination is happening twice a year, right? So it's fine. We can follow it up. So let's see what and all is presented out here. So firstly, we'll see it out to clear any examination, right? Or to master any concepts. First of all, basics is required. There are a lot of chapters in mathematics, especially in case of JEE syllabus point of view, I'm telling. There are a lot of things which we need to study it out as a part of basics, such as logs, modulus, inequalities, sets, relations, and functions, whatever the basic requirement that we need to complete it out. That is very basic maths. So many a times in class ninth class, ninth standard or 10th standard, we have already we people are already, aware of this kind of concepts. But it's very important to brush up all these things, because those small parts, right, are actually required when you are solving a question. There are n number of questions and n number of varieties are present, right? So we need to have the basics of each and every stuff. When we talk about algebraic basics, it's like quadratic equations, we should know that Sridharacharya formula, discriminant, how to find out the middle term of each and every equation, right? Sequence and series, arithmetic progression and geometric progression, binomial, permutation and combination, very introductory level, we should know it. Trigonometry, whatever the identities or whatever the equations and graphs, right, or any sort of properties and all, which we will study generally in 10th class or ninth class, right, we should know all those stuffs properly. And also in case of coordinate geometry, like straight line basics, circle basics, and all those are very, very, much important. And like the core goal is no to master strongly, especially in case of algebra and trigonometry, because 11th and 12th you will find most of the topics are based on algebra and trigonometry only. So whatever we obviously the fact is whatever we learn in class 9 or 10th, whatever the trigonometry which you are having it's an introductory level only. But the fact is 11th and 12th will study from A to Z of trigonometry. It's a hell in case of concepts because there are a lot of concepts which are present in 11th standard maths and 12th standard maths. So we need to have a strong grip on algebra as well and trigonometry as well because there are a mixture of problems. There's a mix of problems in both the concepts, right? So daily, if we give 2 to 3 hours, right? I mean, we can continue this thing simultaneously when we are preparing for, class 11th topics as well. Although here I have mentioned it out before class 11, but in case if you want to start parallelly, we can start. Okay. So full class 11 JEE Maths. So here are the list of important topics. I repeat, important topics only. Okay. Although I might have written if everything, but these are of utmost importance. So 10 months at least we should properly give it out daily 3 to 4 hours. If we give it out, it's fine. But the core part, where everyone will make the same mistake is if let us suppose if we know some concept, if we try to solve 2 to 3 problems related to it or 5 problems related to it, we build up the confidence, right? But when it comes about solving the paper, right, solving the question paper and solving those particular concepts, right, some different concept, a different variety of question. If we are not able to solve it out, we will think, okay, whatever we know, we will solve that one. That's the ultimate problem where everyone or every single student makes a mistake because solving a similar pattern problem doesn't give you a result. The fact is that. So we need to know where to practice, what to practice, each and every concepts. We should practice it out. Let's say 5 to 10 questions at a time. Then we should jump onto a different question until or a different concept until and unless it provides you a different variety or a different concept involved in it. Because simply solving it out, same pattern question 100 times also, right? It is of no use. So we should make sure that all the concepts are practiced well, at least minimum of or maximum of 20 questions is also fine until and unless it gives a variety to you, right? That much of confidence is that much of solving is enough for your confidence. So set relations and functions till advanced level, we should maintain it out because there are n number of questions maintained, frankly speaking. Complex numbers, not that much, but you should know the basics because it its concepts can be, involved in other chapters as well. Quadratic equation, very, very important. Frankly speaking, very, very important. Because those type of concepts are also used in trigonometry as well. So advanced level, we should do it out. Sequence and series also full. I mean, full in the sense full, we should think. Permutation and combination, binomial theorem, and trigonometrical function and identities. Proving of identities, not that much important in entrance examination point of view, but we should know all the formulas, right? For example, sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. And similar goes for, I mean, same goes for other identities as well. So we need to know what are the identities, what are the formulas which are of utmost importance, because that same thing will be helpful for you in trigonometric equation and properties, right? So straight line, circle, parabola, limits, and statistics, right? So these are the concepts, especially, I mean, I can tell it out, it has a coordinate geometry. So coordinate geometry is the ultimate part in class 11 JEE Maths syllabus point of view, I'm telling. Coordinate geometry is the major portion which we need to cover it up thoroughly, and permutation and combination as well as sets, relations, and functions. Okay. Statistics and mathematical reasoning. Mathematical reasoning can come at all, but statistics is of least importance. But yeah, we should also study statistics, from our school point of view. That is very, very much required, right? So this is done. Let's think about class 12 JEE Maths. So again, after completion of 11th math, we should only take 10 months, maximum to maximum 10 months, not more than that. So 4 to 5 hours, if we give it out thoroughly, it's enough. As I said, functions are of utmost importance, and limits, continuity, and differentiability is also of utmost important. That's why if you see it out, limits, introduction, I have given it out. That the introduction is fine. Introduction in the sense the basics of limits, right? What sort of properties and all, or other rules and all, we can apply it out. So that's why we need to complete the class 11 JEE Maths as soon as possible. Okay, as soon as possible. Trust me, it will not take time. Although I have mentioned it out as 10 months, but we should try to complete it out within 7 to 8 months. Why? Because the class 12 maths in this one, almost everything is of differentiation, integration. Your whole cycle revolves around trigonometry only. So, because of those reasons only, we need to complete this out. We should take some time for class 12 maths. So, 10 months I have given that we can counter it out. I mean, if I join it out 11th and 12th, it's 20 months. But ideally, we should compromise it out, that compromise our time with 11 maths. It's like we should try to give it around 7 to 8 months, right? Which is like 17 to 18 months approximately in combination of 11th and 12th maths syllabus. So these are the topics which I gave: integration, differentiation, area under the curve, and all, right? Why I said functions and differentiation advanced level? Because all these concepts are useful for this type of chapters, right? Matrices and determinants hardly will get 1 or 2 questions, not more than that. But other thing is integration, differentiation, these are the main topics which you need to focus upon. Okay. Weekly study structure, if you see it out, so obviously day one, whatever you are studying, right? Whatever you are studying, concept is first of all very, very important. Basic problems, such that your confidence will increase, that okay, you know the concept. You will think like that, that yeah, I know the concept, I can solve it out, right? Basic problems done. Then day three, moderate problems, you start it out. As I mentioned in my, uh, I mean, very early of this video, right? Don't solve same pattern question multiple number of times. Otherwise, it's a problematic thing for us, right? It's of no use. So that's why we should never ever try to think like that. And now, other thing is tough problems. As I said, again, a different pattern, mixed practice, and PYQs. PYQs in the sense like this, I will, reiterate it out in a different way. PYQs is like, some sort of mock test, okay, which we can give it out, which I named it out as PYQs, okay, or I can tell it out as test basically. Full revision plus formula notebook. This is very, very much required because uh, there are a lot of stuffs. Frankly speaking, there are a lot of stuffs to study. So it's always good to make a formula notebook.